In the last episode of Deadman's Deliveries, I unboxed this from the Vault Bray Wyatt figure, as well as Elite 120 Joe Gacy. Today, I'm going to be unboxing a full set of the From the Vault wave, that being Series 2. So let's get into it. So here we have the box and the figures, and here they are. This is Series 2, I'm pretty sure, of the From the Vault wave, including CM Punk, Shawn Michaels, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and Yokozuna. Now, I did say I'll be unboxing a whole set. I'm not, because I'm not going to be unboxing all of them in general. For example, the Yokozuna I'm going to sell. The Hollywood Hulk Hogan I might sell. I'm not decided yet. But the Punk and the Shawn Michaels I'm definitely keeping, definitely unboxing them. As for the other two, we'll see how we go. But I'll get these unboxed and I'll get into the light box. So, yeah, let's bring it on. So here are the figures, not out of the box, but, you know, in their individual boxes. So here is Yokozuna, which this is going to be your last look at him. If you want another look at him, go and check out my Vinted below because, yeah, he's probably going to be on Vinted. As for the other ones, we got Hollywood Hulk Hogan, CM Punk, and Shawn Michaels. As I said, these two I'm definitely opening. This one I might open later in the series, but I'm going to do some more research into whether, you know, I want to keep this because I only really want one Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I don't think I need many more, other than I do have this Hollywood Hulk Hogan, which I think is a nice representation. But you know, it's a street attire in comparison to an actual gear that he would wear in the ring. I do have the Ultimate Edition, like the first Ultimate Edition, but the skin tone's not great. I'm tempted to open this. I feel like I prefer the black boots look. But, you know, if I want to open this, then I will later in the series, and I'll still do an unboxing and a review on it. But as of right now, I am not going to, because I don't know if I want it or not, to be completely honest. So, today we're going to be unboxing CM Punk and Shawn Michaels. So I will get back to you when both of these figures are out of the box, and then we'll get into the accessories on both guys. So as I've just looked at the back of the boxes, I've actually just noticed it is Series 3, not Series 2, that I am unboxing today. Well, half of Series 3 at least, that is. And here are the accessories. So we'll start off with CM Punk, in which he has a white towel to cover his bald head, as he was shaved by the Big Show all those years ago. Another thing to hide his bald head is this black and white straight edge society mask. Quite an interesting one. And then we get this blue sling, which is probably the accessory I'm most glad to have, because my old one broke, because I actually already have this figure. If we take a look, this is the comparison of the masks. So they look quite similar. This one's just a bit on the smaller side. But I guess this one would be like a bit bigger and stretched out over time. But yeah, here's the old Punk. I also put a Luke Gallows vest on him, but we'll get into a comparison of that a little bit later on. And then he also has a white elbow pad, very synonymous with CM Punk. In this one, it is a small elbow pad because I think it's to aid the maneuverability and articulation with the sling on. And then of course he has the white wrist tape with the black X's on it, which I do quite like. These X's, I've spoke about them in other CM Punk unboxings, when the X's look drawn on and they don't just look like, you know, a proper solid X, which I like. And then Shawn Michaels, we have some really nice soft goods, like this entrance vest with the cross in the middle, like the sort of bronzy brown color with the white, and then you've got the white wings, the silver sort of studded designs, and then the, I don't know what you'd call that, but you know, it's attached to the back, and then you have another cross and the sort of wing look on the back there, and then you got the white duster. Very nice material, pretty nice coat. It's always nice to have coats, full length coats and stuff like that. I just really like them. And I was actually thinking, because I unboxed Well, it's actually in the next episode of Deadman's Deliveries, I think. I unboxed an Andrade figure, which I said he needs a jacket. I decided on giving him this Tony D'Angelo one, but it doesn't really fit because, you know, it says TD for Tony D'Angelo and it also has the Italian flag, which, albeit is not a million miles away from the Mexican flag, it doesn't really work for Andrade. But I just felt like he was missing a coat because obviously he had a jacket on in the picture on the box, but I just felt like he looked weird without one. But this one definitely works, I think, for Andrade. Matches the attire. So yeah, if you thought your Andrade was just missing something, then if you have a white coat, I would suggest putting that on. You could put a black Undertaker one on as well. But yeah, nice. It seems to have some sort of yellow in. I guess that's just from being in the box, but you know, that's a bit worrying for mock collectors. In terms of interchangeable hands, we just got a set of mic holders and fist hands. And then, interestingly enough, we have another one of these white over pads, but on the other arm for HBK. So that's all the accessories. Next, we're going to get into the light box and get into the review of the figures themselves, and then get all the accessories on and take a look at them. So I'll see you there in a second. So here we are in the light box area, and we are going to start off by getting into this HBK figure. If I just zoom out a little bit, we'll you can sort of see the leg of the tripod. Sorry about that. I'm still figuring out how I want to do these reviews, to be honest. But yeah, here is the HBK figure in all of his glory. As you can see, I'll put him a bit nearer to the front so you can see a bit better. This is so horrifically janky. Sorry about this. But yeah, you can see the silver and black boots that Shawn Michaels sort of rocked throughout his career, and then really an incredible attire. The bronzy, it is basically bronze. The white and the black all ties in very nicely. You got the Heartbreak Kid logos along the waistline. You got the lace up on the back with HBK written. You got the tattoo detailing on this arm. It's very, very intricate stuff. Really nice. There's a bit of a black spot there, which is a bit annoying. You got the white wrist tape, but it's a really, really nice figure. Really, really nice. So I'm going to get into a couple of comparisons, basically just showing my other Shawn Michaels figures and you know, how I'd rate it against them. One of them has a rubber band caught around him. This first one is the WrestleMania 33 Heritage Series, which is from WrestleMania 13, the Boyhood Dream, when he beat Bret Hart in that 60-minute Iron Man match. Obviously from very different times of his career. This is, you know, his first world title. Is that his first world title win? I feel like I should know that. I think it definitely is. Against, you know, nearly one of the last matches of his career at WrestleMania 25, a year before he retired for good, because that match in Saudi Arabia never happened. And then you have this one from, I feel like it's WrestleMania 14, right? Is it 14 against Austin? He wore this. I'm pretty sure it is 14 against Austin with the grey / silver chaps and stuff like that. Pretty cool attire. But again, a different sort of time in Shawn Michaels' career. Now, I spoke about him retiring a year after this attire being worn. This is his WrestleMania 26 gear, again worn against The Undertaker. Quite similar designs, as you can see, going up that leg. And yeah, why? I really need to sort out these reviews, and I've just got cramp. Wow. Ooh. Oh, wow, that is not a good omen for five-a-side later. Jesus, that was particularly sore, if I don't say so myself. So I'm not gonna not gonna reach over and grab that out for now. This one is SummerSlam, I think 2005, against Hulk Hogan in that match. Obviously infamous for Shawn's overselling and basically trying to ruin the match. Very, very interesting one. This is probably my favourite Shawn Michaels figure I've ever had. But this new one is definitely going to rival it because wow, I really like this. It's a top drawer figure. On top of that, you've got all the accessories and stuff that will only add to it. But I would swap these two head scans. I get that it's probably more accurate to the time. I don't know if it is. Shawn Michaels sort of always had that stubble around that era, but I just prefer that head scan from the SummerSlam figure. So I'm going to swap that on. I don't know if you've really seen it great, but I much prefer this Shawn Michaels head scan to the one that originally came with it. I just think he looks a bit off in this one. So yeah, it's the Shawn Michaels figure. We'll do his entrance way pose. I didn't actually test the articulation. The legs don't seem great. It's basically just the legs. Everything else on most figures is generally fine for the most part. It's just the Vietnamese stuck leg syndrome on the legs. But yeah, really nice figure of Shawn Michaels here, and he's now skydiving. Quality. I don't know how to make these videos easier for me to do, because I can't reach over my tripod all the time. I can't reach over the tripod into the light box. I took the light box out of my ring because I thought it'd make it easier, but it just doesn't, actually. It makes it harder, which I'm learning now. So we're going to try and get him to stay there. Hopefully, as we get into the oh, no. I've got to do something else here. This is god-awful. So we're back in the original setup of the light box being in the ring, which I thought was not the best originally, but now that I've tried outside the ring, I've decided it's far better. So we've reviewed the Shawn Michaels, which is a really nice figure. Here is the CM Punk, obviously a very famous figure. As I said, this is my original ringside exclusive Straight Edge Society CM Punk with the long knee pads. You can't see any like instant differences, other than it seems to be the top of the kick pad is completely black now. Star size is probably a bit bigger. The tattoos has changed over time quite a bit, as you can see. But yeah, here is the figure itself. We've got the plain black bottom boot / kick pads. And then you get up into the green, the black, the brown camo designs with SES for Straight Edge Society in the white with the white outlines, and then the black stars with the white outlines. Similarly, the black top of the kick pads there. You got the long knee pads, which are shit. Gonna have to swap these out. This one looks like it's a left or a right leg, sorry. Also, something else I noticed is, why is that joint in there? Why is that skin tone? I don't know. It throws it off. Anyway, you get the wrist tape with the black X's, drug-free, written across the knuckles there. I like the black X's, as I said. I think it looks a lot better when it doesn't look drawn on. When it looks drawn on, sorry. And then similar design on the tights with the camo design, and then the white and the black stars, the white stripes around the black stripe there, and then the same design on the back will be the stars slightly smaller. And then tattoo detailing, you got a missing Cobra tattoo, missing Pepsi tattoo. Jazzwares, of course, basically like did as close as they could have without copyright infringement, which I think is a much better idea because the empty space looks a bit weird. The back is obviously very empty, so is the chest, which obviously is not accurate these days, but it was when this figure came out. As for the head scan, you got the beard. You can kind of see that this is, you can really see CM Punk. This is just a bold CM Punk, obviously, like he used to have the longer hair. There is a black mark there, which is a bit annoying. He's got the lip ring. It's a good likeness of CM Punk. It's a much improved from this one, which I don't think looks really anything like Punk at all. This one looks a lot more accurate for the time. But yeah, there, we'll take Shawn Michaels off for a minute. Here is the Punk, as obviously that's one of the main comparisons you will have with this figure is its previous iteration, which is obviously a big part of the From the Vault wave. I did actually bid on this Shawn Michaels figure, the original Defining Moments one, a few years ago for like 50 quid, and thankfully got outbidded because it's now it's not defunct or obsolete, but it's been upgraded upon, albeit the factory isn't the best these days. But yeah, that is one of quite a few comparisons we're gonna do. So I've got a couple other punks from sort of this era, like more like 2012, maybe 2013, which look quite beat up and not very accurate. This is a terrible head scan. Really nice figure though. It's kind of one of those that I had when I was really young and kind of beat up. This one as well. The legs on the CM Punks were always a bit dodgy on the pine cone joints, I believe. They always moved a bit funny. Now all figures move a bit funny. I would like these to get a From the Vault / a Greatest Hits upgrade, just because I kind of want new versions of these because they're not great. I do have a WrestleMania 29 punk sitting around somewhere, but I could not find it when I looked through all of my figures to see where my punks were. I've got this one of a couple years later, maybe 2013. It's not going to be 2014 because Punk walked out in 2014. So it's kind of got to be 2013. I don't know if this was when he was WWE champion, but it's a nice promo attire, new basics, so it's got the better articulation, but it's not bad. There's a quick one for you. And then, well, yeah, we got some other ones from a similar time, a little bit after his cult of the Straight Edge Society. He made another group, which was, of course, the New Nexus. This shirt's too big for him, but we will do a little head swap. I'll do quite a few head swaps for this punk, just so we can see some different heads on him, because I don't plan on using Punk as bold, and I think this really improves the figure. It makes it look so much better with this head scan from the Elite 113, which I really like. I was a bit disappointed that we didn't get that Chase figure. I think it was supposed to be the one from WrestleMania 27 with Randy Orton. We'll put the Punk back on there just for the minute as we get into another comparison with this one from Money in the Bank 2011s. This about a year and a half maybe after this whole Punk shaving his head shenanigans went on. This is a great figure. I think the legs are maybe a bit big and the neck's maybe a bit short, but it has a really nice head scan on it as well, which I don't actually have on it. I mean, that figure came with a really nice head scan. I'm not using that head scan on it. I don't know where it is. It'll be in my box of heads, but it's decent. It's not the best likeness of Punk of that figure, but it's a decent likeness. Up next, we have this Elite 115 CM Punk, which is a more modern, like 2023/2024. This is Royal Rumble 2024, right? CM Punk. Pretty sure. Which I think it looks okay. I'm not a huge fan of this Punk head, or like this Punk look, but I think it's pretty decent. It looks better than the bold one again. Oh. And then we get a throwback figure. This is the Straight Edge ECW Punk, the Ultimate Edition. We might put some of these accessories on him as well to see how they look, but we're going to pop this head on him, see how the throwback looks. I'd really like the Royal Rumble head on him, like the longer hair and the beard, but this looks decent as well. I'm not a huge fan of this Punk look. I think he looks better with a beard. But final one, this is quite a controversial one, the Ultimate Edition 27, I think, just because the shoulders are really shit. But anyway, I'm going to pop that one on it. It's got a bit of white in the beard. Head doesn't fit very well on it, and the beard hair looks a bit weird. I think it looks okay. Final comparison would have made sense if I found the other legs for this. This is the Jazzwares Supreme Punk, which has this black and gold attire, but it also has the camo attire, which I cannot find, which I really should have. but it's a really nice figure. Personally, this is my favourite Punk head scan out of all of those, so I'm going to put that on. And then we're going to get some accessories on him. I'll put the normal accessories on him first off, and then we'll get into some of the other Punk accessories that I have amassed from collecting CM Punk figures. Hopefully, we'll be getting a few more at some stage. The Top Picks one's really nice. The Elite 123 or 121 is it? I don't know what it is. I can't remember. But that Punk is really nice. The white and the blue gear is a really nice gear. So hopefully I'll be able to pick that up at some point. Are there any others? The Fantastic Four gear would the blue and white one would be really nice. I'd assume we'll be getting that at some point. You know, he was world champion during it. That was the Gunther match, right? When he was at SummerSlam, and then, or was that the Cena match? I can't actually remember. But I forgot that that head is not going to fit the mask because he's got hair on that one, and this is only going to fit one with no hair on it. But yeah, this is how the figure's supposed to look with all of the accessories on it. Pretty cool one. Obviously doesn't wear both the mask and the towel at the same time, but the mask's quite tight on there actually. Hard to remove, but yeah, there's the towel. I like the towel. That's a cool accessory. A useful one that you can keep, obviously, and use on other guys and stuff like that, which is cool. Like, you know, Samoa Joe or Pete Dunne, guys like that. I think they rock it quite well. So we'll put Punk there for now. I might try his Straight Edge Society jacket on in a minute. I am just going to put some of Shawn Michaels Shawn stuff on. Just to finish off the video, so you can get a proper look, and I can get a proper look as well at them all dressed up, because these are dolls. They're not. They're action figures, but sometimes you can see why people call them dolls when, you know, you dress them up and stuff like that. But just gonna choose to ignore that part, you know, move past it. I don't know what to say now. But anyway, yeah, really cool figures, both of these. I don't know if I'm gonna unbox the From the Vault Hogan. I'm sort of tempted to, but if I do, you will obviously see that in a future video on the channel. Specifically, if you subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on. I may as well just show you what he looks like with just the vest on, because it does look really cool. Did he wear this at the Royal Rumble? I feel like he wore this at the Royal Rumble after, before WrestleMania 26 as well, didn't he? But yeah, the vest in itself is really cool. It doesn't get enough attention because of the jacket. You know, it kind of overshadows it a bit. But I think the vest looks really cool. Yeah, I do need to improve these unboxing videos and sort of just cut the camera when I'm doing stuff like this. You know, when I'm putting accessories on and stuff like that, I need to cut the camera and start recording again when they're actually ready and I've got them ready to shoot. But I'll remember that for next time. Okay, so I promise this is my last one, episode 131, I believe this is. No, 130. Bray Wyatt from the Vault and Elite 120 Joe Gacy. No, that was the last episode. The Andrade figure's next episode. I'm all confused now. But I suppose the Andrade one will be the last one. When I don't cut the camera when I'm trying to put stuff on them, because it'd be a lot better and probably better to watch, and I wouldn't run out of things to say. This hat. Oh yeah, I've swapped the head. I was going to say this hat doesn't fit on this Shawn Michaels at all, but to be fair, I have swapped the head. But yeah, this is an incredible figure. This gets like a 9 out of 10 from me at least. The Punk is really nice as well. Got some sort of QC issues on it, but it does look really cool. I won't mark it down too far, I am just going to put on the Straight Edge Society vest that came with, I believe, the Elite. I want to say Elite 7, but that's definitely wrong. Elite 9 Luke Gallows? Elite 10 Luke Gallows? And that, I think that looks really cool with the Straight Edge Society jacket. But we are going to dress him up. We're gonna get some other stuff on him, some different, well, a different shirt. I can't bother doing both. Put a different shirt on him, at least. Then you just get a better picture of what the figure looks like. And you know, you can improve the figures yourself. Obviously, there's customizers and stuff who are very good at it. I am not one of those. I do plan on doing more episodes of Deadman's Workshop, basically a series where I try fix-ups and stuff like that. I did actually film one recently. I don't know if it's gone out before this video or not, but yeah, that's what it looks like with this Best in the World shirt on. It looks a little bit big, but it was an AEW one, and the AEW figure is probably a little bit on the larger side compared to the WWE scaling. But yeah, I'm going to try and do more fix-ups and stuff like that, but I'm trying to do more with the shirts and like the accessories and stuff, because you can really improve a figure with that. And I think he looks a lot better with the jacket on. Might look even better with the jacket done up instead of, you know, showing the t-shirt. I think he looks decent like that. But yeah, really nice fit. Yeah, I like it with the hoodie down. And are we getting another Ultimate Edition Punk? No, it's another Elite Punk, isn't it? From the WrestleMania gear with the like the AEW ROH jacket. That's going to be really cool. But anyway, it's going to be a really long video for only unboxing 2 figures. I'm going to get a lot better, hopefully, at these unboxing videos. I want to be more professional and a bit quicker, probably, because it's quite a long one. But yeah. Anyway, even more so because it's quite shit quality. If you have watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate you. And anyone who supports the channel. So yeah, thanks a lot. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like on the video, hype it up as well. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment any videos you'd like to see, and I'll try and get to them. Trying to be more consistent now in the second month of the new year, because I did originally want to get to 1,000 subscribers. But I've lost basically a whole month, so I'm not sure how realistic that is. But anyway, we'll see how far we get. And mainly, I want to get the PIC-FED started this year, so I'm building towards that. Get all my figures unboxed, and then get the arena built up and everything more organised. And hopefully, yeah, we'll be on the road to the PIC-FED. So if you're looking forward to that, leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe. That's the same thing. A like and thumbs up, that is not. I'm going to stop talking shit. Like, comment, subscribe, hype the video, turn your post notifications on, all that good stuff, and more, or less, if you don't want to. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, hopefully.